Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Swept Media, the convergence of AI and Web3. Here we have a really interesting update for MultiversX and ElizaOS. You probably already know ElizaOS. If you don't, then you may know it better by the meme coin and the DAO token AI16Z. It's the same project, essentially, one feeds the other. ElizaOS you can think of as the platform of AI agents on chain, and MultiversX we're going to take a closer look at here too. So this is a PR. A lot of these types of announcements are going to be written by marketing people based on what the business team has told them and the technical and whatever contract has been put together. But it's going to be prettied up so that it looks nice in posterity. So the point of what we do here is going to try to cut through what the PR is saying and the fluff of it all to get to the core of the messaging here and see exactly what they're trying to do, exactly what it is, this new technology, this new thing that they're doing, that is interesting and why it's interesting, without giving all the marketing terminology. So, of course, it starts with AI wave on MultiversX. That's a marketing term, totally irrelevant. New breed of AI agents ready to redefine Web3, also totally irrelevant. It doesn't tell us anything at all. So let's take a look here. We're used to using LLMs like ChatGPT. True potential of AI in Web3 is unlocked when these models can directly access and update on-chain data. Okay, now that is true. To give you an example here of how difficult it is for even now AI agents, LLMs, and their ilk to really utilize, not just track, but utilize on-chain data effectively. There's a ton of data generated from blockchain networks. Just for example, the Solana network, last time I looked, was almost a petabyte of data, the entire network itself. And now that you have all this meme coin trading going on, that's even more. It's not just token transfers. There's going to be a lot of smart contract calls that go on there too, and many other types of messages that are sent across the Solana network. But when you factor in all of the trading activity that's going on there, I mean, they blew past Ethereum's DEX volume in the past week, if I remember correctly. That's a huge amount of data just from one network. If you factor in all the other networks now with the AI bots that are running on them and the smart contract calls that need to be done between an L2 and Ethereum itself, that's a huge amount of data. That is difficult in and of itself to track for an AI agent. But then to get actionable data and be able to, for the agent itself and then for people to use it, it's a multi-billion-dollar idea for sure, because you have to have the data structured. Maybe you have an LLM stack. You have to build a whole stack of LLMs that structure the data and then utilize that data, index it, and then get to the point where you can create an actionable insight. I mean, that's a multi-layered sort of operation. So yeah, this is true. Just to give you some context on what this probably means. Picture a scenario where a DAO relies on an AI agent to not just draft spending proposal, implement it once it passes. Okay, so it looks like they've put together a framework. Maybe it's a framework for AI agents to be built maybe faster or more quickly, or maybe they're able to function more quickly. This framework doesn't just let AI see what's on-chain, it empowers it to become an on-chain actor. It's like giving the LM arms and legs in the blockchain world, enabling it to perform trusted, verifiable operations. I met Shaw a couple of weeks ago, the guy from AI16Z. He described Eliza as the head of what is going to become, or maybe what already is, a body of AI agents. So when MultiversX describes giving an LLM arms and legs in the blockchain, it's basically personifying this ecosystem even more. So if you think about it, as Shaw has described it, as ElizaOS is the head, the breadth of AI agents is the body of what's taking place here. And now MultiversX says that this partnership creates the arms and legs, so the appendages for in the blockchain world for these AI agents. So interesting choice of words there. Why it matters, evolution, it's about trust and verifiability, of course. All that stuff is the typical sort of talking points that we see about blockchain technology. So MultiversX unveils AI agents integration today. Cook with Eliza and AI16Z. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is this is a partnership between MultiversX and ElizaOS. MultiversX is probably going to be using ElizaOS as the exclusive platform for AI agents to be built on it. So any AI agents that utilize MultiversX's maybe resources are going to be used to build AI agents on ElizaOS. What does it mean today? Agent framework is on MultiversX. What is this one? Oh, this is their GitHub. It's the Eliza GitHub. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. It's Eliza. Not sure why it's the MultiversX GitHub, but let's take a look here. This is really active. Wow. 26 minutes ago, they're doing a lot of commits on this thing. Most of these things are way over my head, like what they mean, but the fact that it's this active is very impressive and very interesting. Enables hundreds of autonomous AI agents with diverse personalities, investment strategies. Oh, so they're enabling AI agents to use on-chain data to create actual actionable insights and then be able to communicate those insights in a human readable form. Armed with MultiversX wallets. Yeah, okay. So they're using MultiversX on-chain resources. Oh, cool. We are releasing two cool how-to guide helping you build your first agent. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. I don't know what this means. I think it means they have two how-to guides, like on YouTube or something, to show you how to do it. Go check it out if you're building AI stuff and you think you need to use MultiversX. It's probably worth taking a look at. I really don't know much about it. MultiversX, that is. The tools here are MultiversX growth games will accelerate this movement. Okay, yeah. I guess you have to know what Multiverse Growth Games is. I don't may know what it is too. Let's look at their homepage. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, neat update. First start of a big wave. Yeah, okay, so what this tells me is that there is a lot of advancement taking place utilizing ElizaOS to get actionable insights with AI agents with on-chain data. That is a real pain point. It is a difficult thing for AI agents to do now. Like I was explaining before, you probably need to have a series of LLMs working together in a system, one feeding the other, and then another feeding the next, in order to really utilize this, because one LLM would have to be like ChatGPT levels of powerful with that amount of data. And bear in mind that in these instances, the power of the LLM comes from the data that it's sourcing from and the speed at which it can index, consume, and produce an output. The process that it utilizes in order to make an output may actually be quite complicated, but it's less complicated and definitely less expensive than the data that it uses. So this is all very interesting because it tells us that once the data is there, now we can get actionable insights with on-chain data, which, like I have been alluding to, is a real pain point. Interesting stuff. MultiversX, you got to fix your grammar and maybe fire your PR person, but cool stuff. Worth checking out. Thanks. Talk to you later.